he speaks, as great as the help he gives, and as great as the destiny he seeks, and as great as the life he lives. It's a province of knowledge to speak, but the privilege of wisdom to listen. May I request Honorable Murugan Sir, President Vijayanagara Steel Works, the chief guest, to share his thoughts with us. Please, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. The principal of JAV and JPUC, the principals of Vijayanagar schools, teachers, students, participants, parents who are almost like a 24/7 teacher for each child and the student, the grandparents, kids, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. It has been indeed a great pleasure, and I am completely elated to be a part of your annual day function. When I recollect my first visit to JAV, maybe a few years back, and what I see today, there has been a complete change in terms of energy, the vibration, the positive mindset, and the happiness which I could see from each and every one of you. When we get to know about the annual day function, it doesn't happen that easily. There are a lot of hard work which goes. I remember my childhood days. When an annual day function is planned, probably things started going ahead maybe 6 months back. The programs, the events, the activities, every single minute is being planned, and the dedication or the efforts put by the teachers and equally the hard work put by the students, that brings in the kind of the success in the program. That is what I could clearly see. And when I saw the theme of today's the program, the sound of music, the English musical play, it is actually out of the mind for me. When I came to JV maybe a few years back, which I thought probably a school for the localites or the local surrounding villages, where I could ever dream of having something of a sound of music. That probably brings into my mind what I always say, there is a concept, I would say the brave concept. What is brave concept? Do or die. That's what I call it as a brave concept. I call something like a practical concept. What is the practical concept? I say, do before you die. That's a practical concept. But there is something called winner's concept. What do I mean by winner's concept? Don't die until I do it. And that is what I could see from JAV students, that yes, we will make it happen. That's the kind of determination you have. See change in the kind of the efforts being put by each and every one of you. Great show. The kind of the program, whatever you have seen, absolutely fantastic. Please keep it up. Coming back to the school I would call, I'm closely associated with education. I probably see school as a kind of a place where the nation is being built, especially in a country like ours, where probably the future of the nation lies in the hands of the students who are here. The youngsters, the demography of the nation is that we can take this country to greater heights if you people are able to put in the right kind of efforts. That is where school plays a bigger role. If I recollect what kind of world we were in maybe 2-3 decades back and what we are in today. Today you have almost everything. You have Google, you have internet, you have technology, you have got digitalization. Every bit of knowledge and information is available at the back of it. If everything is available, then why the hell the school is required? School is not required because you get the knowledge, you get the information at click of a button. That's the kind of world we are in. In spite of that, why do we need school? The school is required because the school teaches the discipline. The school teaches the kind of moral. School teaches the punctuality. School instills the self-discipline, especially in the midst of the competitive environment in the ground world. I completely is a respectful mind. It is a creative mind. It is an ethical mind. Absolutely, that is what the school is meant for. You can't get everything at the click of the button. The school brings in that. That is the reason I am proud of these students who are able to make a lot of success. And when it comes to the annual day function, I see that kind of a vibrancy and the energy with the people who are here. I recollect decades back when we started the school a few years back, it was actually meant for imparting the education for the kids of the employee and the community around. But today when I look at JV, it stands tall as one of the greatest educational institutions in this particular place, and the people are striving to get that vision here. That talks volume about the school. All said and done, has it come that easily? It cannot. It has taken a lot of efforts. The school, the culture, the success, what you people have created over a period of time. That is the reason when I was going through the annual report, I was nowhere surprised because you could bring the laurels in almost all the fields. Be it on the education, be it on the so-called co-curricular or the CCA, almost in every particular field, in every particular domain, you could see the footprint of JAV which has been left everywhere. The success has been brought, and I am completely elated and happy to see that the 10th and the 12th students came out with the flying colors and almost 100% result. And on the first attempt of your CBSE 10th, I think 310 students appeared and 100% results. I mean, it doesn't come that easily. It comes because of the, I would say that, the selfless dedication has been put by the teachers and the kind of hard work put by the dedicated children. Hand in hand, collectively, today when I look at JV stands tall and JV's colors are the flag is flying aloft. Congratulations to almost the entire students and the teaching fraternity which helped the school to come up with this kind of expectation. When we see the continuous result which is being given, I also recollect the success is not that easy, and just to recollect some of the names which I was going through, probably Ankush Kumar, who scored the 94.8% in his performance, and also I see the kind of this thing on the commerce stream, whether it is Siddharth Reddy who scored 96%, and whether it is the Miss Yagala Vasanti who scored almost center in 3 subjects, economics, accountants and computer science, and if I am right, Siddharth scored 3 centums in economics, accountants and the basic mathematics. This comes from the commerce stream, and the science stream is nowhere left behind. I could see the students, whether it is, the Master Srijit, who scored 100% in computer science, Miss Meena, if I am right, she scored 100% in mathematics, and Miss Spurti, who scored 94.3%. These are some of the few names which we have to take because they are your role models. The success has not come, it is the hard work put by them. Today, when they go out of the school, they have brought in a lot of laurels to the school, and for the students who are sitting here, they are your role models, and you need to follow their legacy, and then you will be also able to come out. I wish and congratulated each and everyone who performed as the toppers in this school, and I'm sure with the kind of their performance, they would have grabbed their seats in the elite or the premier institutes in the country. So truly hats off to the entire students and the others to follow. Is it that only that study or the teaching which is happening in our school? Doesn't look so. When I look at the academic report given by the school MC, it looks like almost in every field, whether it is on the exhibition or on the sports, kind of the sports which you are with a high kind of mindset where winning is not everything. Even when you lose, you have a sportsman spirit which comes out with the flying colors. It teaches you a lot in your life. So it doesn't help you to keep your physical healthy. It helps you in keeping your mind also healthy. So I would probably advocate study hard, play harder, because playing teaches you so many things. And in India, today probably it is not our days where we were not allowed to play because education is the only livelihood. Today in a country like ours, sports has taken 2 steps forward, 5 steps forward. You can take sports as your career. And you have seen our IIS, the Inspired Institute of Sports, which has got an excellent facilities, and you have seen the results in the last Olympics. We have brought in the gold medal through, Mr. Chopra and others. That talks volume about the facilities with what we have, It is for you guys to utilize that facility and to take sports also as a part of your life, so that you know that in whatever you want to do, you have got a combination of both study and the play. Coming back to the exams, now today we are around the board exams. Board exams is a matter of few weeks, few months. You guys are going to appear for the board exams. You need to be doing good. You need to work hard. You need to have your determination. You need to excel in what you want to do. You need to target that what is going to be your dream. But then that is not going to come that easily. And in the process of doing good, in the process of putting the hard work, I remember our Prime Minister having told so many times, don't unnecessarily put yourself into pressure. Hard work is required, but in the process, don't stress yourself. Don't put tension into your mind. That will bring down your efficiency. And my request to the parents is that please allow the students to do what they want. Because today it's not the world. Engineering and doctor is the only thing what you can do. You've got a number of fields, whether it is the journalism, the sports, and so many other things which is evolving in this world. Allow them to do what they want. Don't put extra pressure on them. I'm sure that if you allow them to do it, they will come out with the flying colors. I wish to conclude my speech with my favorite quote from Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, whenever I look at on the education, he always tell that, education is the most powerful tool which can change the world. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind. And education is something which is not only an enabler, and I'm a practical example of that. It is an asset to create a positive mind and transform the society and the world. Education can be used as the most powerful weapon to nurture this world. A small drop of education in a brighter mind can change the billions of lives in the society. I wish and congratulate and hope that the entire students and the teaching fraternity will help the education so that India as a nation will be seen as a flying colors in the upcoming years, and I wish some of you will be leading this country. All the best and thank you.
Thank you, sir. We feel empowered and encouraged by your inspiring message. We shall strive our best to make it our own and live it. The fragrance of flowers spreads only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions and encourages children in all the ways possible. We request our eminent Vijay Sinha sir, EVP, Human Resources, JSW Steel Limited, the great honor to enlighten us with his words of wisdom. Please, sir.
Thank you. Respected Mr. Murugan, Mrs. Murugan, my colleague Sunil, Mrs. Ralph, Principal Mr. Mule, all the principals of JVM schools, teachers, students, parents, grandparents, ladies and gentlemen. I came here at about 6 o'clock, and when I was entering from the main gate, I looked at the screen, this big LCD screen, and I sensed something different. The moment I came here and then we walked inside the ground, I could sense a very different level of, gathering, children very, very energetic, agile, and I could sense a different smell of air. The air which was full of, fragrance, positivity, and a lot of innovativeness around, like Sound of Music when Mr. Mule was talking about it, that 600 children are going to do chorus today for 1.5 hours, which is going to be very unique and not recorded before, is also a sign of confidence that the children have, and they have, the teachers and the trainers have instilled in them. In fact, I've been coming to this school for last almost 4 years, and almost 2 to 3 times in a year. And every time I come, I see a different level of, energy. I see a lot of innovative ideas. I see all the programs, newness in the programs. I see the kind of teamwork, camaraderie. It gives a lot of confidence that our children are not staying in a remote place, they are not deprived of any kind of education or any kind of learning which is available to children in the metros or big cities. I think when Rinki Kumari was reading at the report, the annual report of the achievements in the programs they conducted, I was looking at most of the programs which are not only academic but a lot of programs like investiture ceremony or student council or Samatva, which is the fusion of art, culture and sports. Everywhere I found that it's done in a way that there is a focus on experiential learning. And I think it's very nice to know that school is not focusing only on the academics, but there is a lot of focus on experiential learning. The children are doing themselves, interacting with each other, doing a lot of projects, and then they are learning. I think that is the new kind of education which has come in, and we are very happy that the teachers have come together. They have stitched programs which are providing a lot of focus on experiential learning. That will make our children, ahead in the race, and I think that will provide a lot of competitive advantage which the school is providing. And I think we are very happy that all of you, we have 4 schools here, all the principals, they come together and they teach the program, and I am integral part of most of their such kind of programs, most of their discussions, and it gives me a lot of encouragement, a lot of confidence that our children will definitely compete with the rest of the world. They are not deprived, they are learning contemporary education. So that's a very, very great sign, and I think here the contribution of parents is extremely important. Another thing which I would like to emphasize today, because Mr. Morgan has spoken almost everything, but one thing which is very, very important and I would like to emphasize here is that all the children, all of you in the school time, you are in the foundation stage. This is the foundation stage of your life. This is the foundation stage of your career. So when you are building the foundation, I try to draw an analogy to the building of this, any building, any cement building. It's very important for a building to go high. Whether you are making a 5th floor, 8th floor, 10th floor building or high-rise building, a lot will depend that how strong is the foundation of that building. The building will go high as you can think of, depending on what is the foundation, what is the strength of the foundation of that building. Similarly, for you to succeed in life, in career, it's very important, my dear children and parents, that you build a strong foundation. Don't miss this opportunity which is here, right from LKG, UKG to class 10. This foundation has to be a solid foundation for you to fly high, for you to go high. Otherwise, the efforts and the energy needed to, build a very strong career becomes very, very difficult. It magnifies. So I conclude with this thought that all of you, please don't, waste this time. And it's not only important to build academic foundation, it's also important to build a physical foundation. So I urge each one of you, and the parents especially, that don't only harp on academics. Please see to it that your children are getting into a good habit, physical activities, sports, and that's very important. In fact, when my son was studying in the school, and he said that there is one option to be taken, what is that option he needs to take? There is an option of economics, there is an option of different subjects and computers, and there is also an option of physical education. I said that I will be very happy personally if you take physical education as an option, because that will provide you a lot of focus on wellness. So I conclude with this, that please don't ignore your wellness, your physical education, your physical well-being. That's extremely important along with your academic well-being. So wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational speech. You both are sources of inspiration to young minds. All great things are simple and many can be expressed in a single word, honor. Honor is simply the morality of a superior man. He uses his voice for kindness, his ears for compassion, his hands for charity, his mind for truth, and his heart for love. We solicit Mr. Prashant Mooley Sir, the Principal, JAV and JPUC, to felicitate Mr. Murugan Sir and Sinha Sir. I also request HM Ma'am to escort Mrs. Murugan Ma'am on the stage for the felicitation ceremony. Please Ma'am, please sir. today's celebration, the sound of music. I know you all are eagerly waiting, but before we enact it on the stage, we would like to set Ray on the gist of the play. We proceed with 3 languages. Listen carefully to understand the play.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭ ಸಂಜೆ. ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಂಗೀತದ ಧ್ವನಿ. ಇದು ಮಾರಿಯಾಳ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಆಧರಿಸಿದ ಕಥೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಮಾರಿಯಾ ನಾನ್ಬರ್ಗ್ ಅಪ್ಪೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿನಿಯಾಗಲು ಹೊರಟ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಮನೋಭಾವದ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯನ್ ಯುವತಿ. ಇವಳ ಯೌವನದ ಮುಕ್ತ ಉತ್ಸಾಹವು ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಮದರ್ ಅಪ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇವಳನ್ನು ನಿವೃತ್ತ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಜಾರ್ಜ್ ಅವರ 7 ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಕಳುಹಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಟ್ಟುನಿಟ್ಟಾದ ಶಿಸ್ತಿನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ತಾಯಿ ಇಲ್ಲದ ತನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸುತ್ತಿರುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮರಿಯಾಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಅನುಚಿತವಾಗಿ ವರ್ತಿಸಿದರೂ ಮಾರಿಯಾ ಅವರನ್ನು ಸಹನೆ ಮತ್ತು ತಾಳ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಬಹುಬೇಗ ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಕೆಲಸದ ನಿಮಿತ್ತ ದೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಮಾರಿಯಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಬಣ್ಣ ಬಣ್ಣದ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳನ್ನು ತೊಡಲು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಳು. ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪರ್ವತಗಳನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಸುತ್ತುತ್ತಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಂಗೀತವನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸಂತೋಷಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಿರುವಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಯಾಣದಿಂದ ಊರಿಗೆ ಹಿಂದಿರುಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. ತನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ವಿಭಿನ್ನ ಉಡುಪು ಹಾಗೂ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛಂದ ವರ್ತನೆಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಮಾರಿಯಾಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೋಪಗೊಂಡು ಅವಳನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಚರ್ಚ್ಗೆ ಮರಳಿ ಕಳಿಸಲು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಸುಮಧುರ ಸಂಗೀತವು ಕೇಳಿ ಬಂದು ಆತನ ಹೃದಯವು ತುಂಬಿ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ನಂತರ ಮಾರಿಯಾಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಯಾಚಿಸಿ ತನ್ನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರುವಂತೆ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶವು ಮನಮುಟ್ಟುವಂತೆ ಈ ಗೀತ ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತ್ರಿತವಾಗಿದೆ.
द साउंड ऑफ म्यूजिक एक ऑस्ट्रियाई महिला मारिया पर आधारित कहानी है, जो एक अत्यंत स्वतंत्र विचारों वाली उत्साही महिला है और नानबर्ग अबे नामक स्थान में नन बनने के लिए अध्ययन कर रही है. मारिया का उत्साह देखकर उसकी शिक्षिका उसे अवकाश प्राप्त नौसेना अधिकारी कैप्टन जॉर्ज के 7 बच्चों की देखभाल करने के लिए भेजती है. कैप्टन जॉर्ज अकेले ही सख्त अनुशासन के साथ अपने बच्चों की परवरिश कर रहे हैं. मारिया के कैप्टन जॉर्ज के घर आने और बच्चों की देखभाल करने के शुरुआती दिनों में बच्चे मारिया के साथ दुर्व्यवहार करते हैं, परंतु मारिया बहुत ही दया और धैर्य के साथ प्रतिक्रिया करती है, जिससे बहुत जल्दी बच्चे उसके साथ समायोजन स्थापित कर लेते हैं. कैप्टन की अनुपस्थिति में मारिया बच्चों के लिए नई पोशाकें बनाती है, उन्हें गाना सिखाने के लिए पहाड़ों पर ले जाती है और यह सब सीखते हुए बच्चे बहुत खुश होते हैं. इसी बीच कैप्टन जब अपनी यात्रा से लौटते हैं और बच्चों को अलग पोशाकों में देखते हैं तो क्रोधित हो जाते हैं और अपना क्रोध मारिया पर व्यक्त करते हैं, परंतु जब अपने बच्चों के गायन को सुनते हैं तो आश्चर्यचकित हो जाते हैं और अत्यंत भावुक हो बच्चों के साथ आनंदित होते हैं और अपने व्यवहार के लिए मारिया से माफी भी मांगते हैं.
The Sound of Music is a story based on Maria, who is free-spirited young Austrian girl studying to become a nun at Nürnberg Abbey, the Church of Monastery. Her youthful enthusiasm propels Mother Abbess to send Maria to the villa of retired naval officer Captain George to take care of his 7 children as a governess. The captain has been bringing up his children alone using strict military discipline. Although the children misbehave at first, Maria responds with kindness and patience, and soon the children adjust with her. Then she makes play clothes for the children when Captain was away from them, takes them out, shows the mountain while teaching them how to sing a song. Children were happy with her while learning. Meanwhile, Captain returns from his journey, found them in different attire, gets angry. Later he wanted to express his anger, but he hears the singing of his children and, astonished at the sight, his heart fills with emotion and he also rejoices with them and feels sorry for Maria.
We always hope and aspire to drive all our activities at JAV purposefully. The sound of music signifies how the 7 children were nurtured by Maria while making children learn through merry milk, where children articulated their feelings willingly without any reluctance. On the other hand, it's all about the emphasis on English communication skills from our school and to make students entangled of learning the English language while enacting the drama. It's a proud chance to share that 600 plus students have taken part in the chorus apart from the main characters performing on the stage. It's the remarkable efforts that these kids have practiced perpetually and now they are ready to flaunt before you all. We must think highly of their way of learning the accurate proficiency of the English language. The skit by the student conveys a powerful message to all of us. Let's all evolve as a part of the performance and get the grip on the central message it offers. Let's embarrass them with a big round of applause.
Oke Bang.
Oh, dear mother, we simply cannot find Maria.
Perhaps we should put a girdle around her neck.
Now, Sister Birthday, we simply cannot find her.
Have you tried the bun? You know how much she adores animal.
And look everywhere in unusual places.
Considering it's Maria, I suggest you to look in unusual places also.
I hope this new infraction ends whatever doubt you have about the Maria's future here at the Abbey.
I always keep faith in my doubt.
After all, the wool of a black sheep is just as warm.
Dear Sister Sophia, we are not talking about ships. We are talking about the candidates for the novitiate.
I see your point. Of all the candidates, Maria is the least.
Children, please, let us all take a deep breath. Now, what do we really think of our child Maria?
She is a wonderful girl. Some of the time, it's very easy to like Maria, except when it's difficult.
Sisters,
Oh, we love her daily, but she does seem to get in trouble a lot.
That's what I say. For a minute before, I was thinking this was a cow.
She climbs a tree and scrapes her knee, her dust is caught and tear. She watches her away to mass and listens on his tale. And underneath her wimple, his colors in her hair. I even heard her singing in the alley. She's always late for chapel, jumping into the street.
She's always late for everything.
Except for every meal. I hate to have to say it, but I very frankly feel Maria's not an asset to the Abbey. I would like to say a word in her behalf.
then say it, Sister Margareta.
Maria makes me laugh. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and spin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? After everything I could tell you is a clown. Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand. But how do you make us stay?
And listen to all you say.
How do you keep a game upon the sand? How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you hold the When I'm with her, I'm confused, out of focus and bemused, and I never know exactly where I am. Unmanager as a weather, she's a flighty as a weather, she's a darling, he's a demon, he's a lamb. She's a bester, any best, drive a hornet from his nest, she can show a winning and be She's gentle, she's wild,
She's a little, she's a child, she's a headache.
she's a always have a problem like Maria. How do you catch a cloud and bring it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? Of liberty, given and always have to know. Many a thing she know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand. But how do you make her say?
And listen to all you say.
How do you keep away upon the sand? Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
Come along, everyone. I must speak with Maria.
Yes, your grandmother.
Come here, my child.
Oh, Reverend Mother, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. The heels were calling in before I knew what I was singing.
Only in the Abbey do
I know, Mother, but I can't seem to stop myself wherever I am. I want to sing all the time. Even verse. I can't stop saying things I'm thinking or feeling. Oh, but it's terrible, Mother. No, Mother, please, don't send me away. belong. It's my home, it's my family, it's my life. If it's God's will.
There is a needs a governess until September for 7 children.
7 children?
Do you like children, Maria?
Yes, but a 7.
Then I will tell Captain Von Trapp to accept it tomorrow.
Captain?
He is a retired Navy Imperial officer. His wife died and he is alone with 7 children. I understand that he had a very difficult time keeping a governess there.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
I'm sure that you'll be making us proud, Maria.
I promise to.